Good morning and welcome to the Organic Roads Allotment. I have two projects that I want to actually complete today. Let me show you. Project number one is an idea to create an arch here. So I'm planning on creating an arch right here between these two beds. And I'm going to grow like either tomatoes or beans in either one of these two small beds. I'm also thinking if the mesh is big enough, I might actually put the archway down here between these two beds. I think between these two beds is possibly a good idea. So if I put it somewhere roughly in the middle, and then there's some space at the end here, and on the other end here that will not be covered by the archway. Okay. This is a recycled material that I would like to use. Okay, it's a square mesh and seems to be really robust because I had to cut a bit off on there and it was really hard to cut. Okay, so the idea would be join it together, bend it between the two archway and fasten it on either end. Okay, enough talking. Let's see whether that will actually go to plan. Okay, I'm hoping that about the sort of 15 or 20 cable ties that I've put on the wire is enough to hold there, is enough to overcome the tensile strength of the wire itself. So we're actually going to find out now whether this is enough. I've got about 16 overlapping squares here. And if it works out, I will actually try to make it smaller, but that all depends on how the archway look like. Okay, so fingers crossed, let's hope nothing snaps. Okay. So first, we'll try it here. Feels a bit heavy, but let's see. And then pull this. Oh. As I kind of predicted, it doesn't really want to bend at the top, and it's top heavy. But from what I can see, if we made an archway out of this, it might actually not be enough. So we might have to actually do a V-shape sort of arch instead, because, right, even if this was there, this part here naturally does not actually want to bend. So this is the problem I have. And unless I'm going to shrink by about sort of 2 feet, there's no way I'll be able to actually use it by going under it. Okay. The plot thickens. This is where I wanted to put it, right here, and I don't want it to go out like that because it would then have a tendency to go either way. I want it to kind of be like this. So I just wonder whether I can bend the top myself, I definitely didn't do my maths, because looking at this now, I can see either the beds, one is higher than the other, because the part that I've actually put together at the top here is not in the middle. So I'm still very reluctant to put it on, but I don't know. I think I'm too excited to take it down. Do you think it will actually just collapse onto one side with the other side following? Or if I put a post either side of that, it will actually work? To be honest, it's not tall enough for me to be excited about it. But even if I just put one post in the middle, just in the middle there, and the post will come all the way here and secure this part of the mesh, and then put one on the other side and then secure that part of the mesh, like kind of like in this fashion, then I think we'll have it. Okay, so right, let's do that. Let's see if we can find two posts, one on this side, one on that side, so they'll go in the middle. Or maybe we only need one post. Let's see if I move it this way and put it against this post, whether that post is actually holding it. Yeah, I think this is actually holding it. So all we really need is another post on this side. Fasten it to this, into the bed at the bottom there. Put one post. Okay, so I really need about 4 if I'm gonna have it like this, and it will be solid enough to do what I want it to do. So I still need 4 posts put into the ground, and then this fastened to those posts as well. Oh, that was so close. That was close. I was starting to get really excited about that. But I can see the material itself is just not doing what I want it to do. It's strong enough, but not in a way that I want it to be. We're still gonna make it work. Let's get to work. Okay, I'm gonna go and find those posts. Or maybe I can put it to this one. I think the taller it is, the more stable. You could see this side is now nicely vertical from the ground all the way up to here. So all I need really is another post of the same height right there. One here this side, or 2 this side. And I think it will work. I'm not ready to give up yet. I can actually kind of see the dream slowly materializing. And I think I'm definitely gonna fasten it to this post. Put a post there, put 2 posts here, and I think it will be done. It won't be the perfect arch, but it will do the job of actually having tomato and beans on this side and tomato and beans on that side. So I've already brought some bolotti beans from home today, and I don't want to disappoint them. to the drawing board, and I'm now thinking if I fasten this to sort of half pallets to the bed with the mesh in between that, it will be pinned onto this sort of pallet, and then I'll be able to actually like force it to actually like go up. Or there is an or I could no, to be honest, I think that's the best. So I'll put the mesh in between here, fasten it, and then once I finish fastening it to both sides, what I will then do is to actually like fasten the mesh against this board, so that it creates kind of like a straightening effect on the mesh. Yeah, that's the best I've got. So I'm gonna get going and do it because I'm running out of time. Okay, I wish I could say we're done, but we're not done yet. So what I've actually like come up with is these two half pallets here. So what I'm doing is I'm going to fasten this end onto this, and then this end onto the other side. So all I have to do is just now iron out a few screws, put that screw this to the back of that, and I think the arch will be much more secure then. Okay, I'll show you when I've done that. I wish I could be making one of those videos where I say this was super easy, but honestly I really tried really hard. And yeah, we've done it. Let me just give you a look around. So at the bottom what I have is like one of the half pallets, just to kind of stabilize the bottom part to the raised bed. And yeah, it looks like an arch, Don't know whether you can see. It's a little bit small at the bottom, big at the top, but I expected that because the material that I picked did not lend itself nicely. I wish this was one of those videos where I say this was really easy, and I would like to do it again, but nope, this was really hard and I don't want to do it again. As you can see, the final solution was to fasten these half pallets at the bottom. So I've got one on the left, one on the right, and what they're doing is acting as a sort of straightener at the bottom, because even though the material is good by itself, it's not very rigid, so it's got kind of like a little wobble. But with these pallets at the bottom, at least I could say this season I would definitely be able to grow some bolotto beans on that. I'm actually quite happy about it, even though I might not sound like it. It's just because it's been so difficult to put up. It's definitely not a one person if you're hoping to put up an archway. You need someone to hold it whilst you're actually like fastening the screws in. I had to actually like come up with some really ancient engineering just to get it to stay in place whilst I was actually putting it in. Right, thank you very much. If you like this video, please give us a like and hit that notification button if you have not already done so. Subscribe to our channel. Well, you have to actually have subscribed to get the notifications. So yeah, I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much.